Okay, so for lighting tips, I want to give you one for indoors and one for outdoors. You know, many people don't have much of a budget when they're getting started with terms of live streaming. So the best light you can have is actually from a window. Now, of course, unless it's dark. So actually what I've got here in the office is I've got a couple of lights that are above me. But if I was, let's say I was out and about and I was in, let's say, a venue or a hotel room or something, then I actually go. But what I would do is I wouldn't have my back to the window. I'd turn my face into the window because actually I want that light on me. And so if I have my back to it, then it's just going to blow out the camera. So that's the first thing I would do. And a little tip around that, you can always do a little test yourself. So if you're on Periscope or if you're on Facebook, you can do a private live stream just to yourself and actually to see what it looks like. And if I'm outside, one of the things that people often find a struggle with is if it's sunny outside, you know, it's not always easy for us to be able to grab some shade. And probably you're the best at this, Peter, because of the great live streams that you do out with Periscope, out and about in terms of the wonderful countryside that you're in. But one of the things is that sometimes it's difficult to actually read the screen and therefore see the comments. So one of the things you might think about doing is actually how could you just shade that? And it might be just like a little bit of card that you could actually just, you know, kind of blue tack onto the top of your phone just to give you a little bit of shadow. Of course, other people, not me, I have to say, might wear a baseball cap. And so that in itself helps them. So again, just watch yourself in terms of whether you're facing into the sun and actually what that means. Then you're squinting and that makes it challenging. So that's just a quick couple of tips without spending any money.
Okay, and if you're wondering why I haven't been doing many periscopes recently, well, all will be revealed in the next few months because I should be doing a few more after August and into the autumn here in the UK. So my setup here is that actually I'm in my home office and I have my main window there. It's still pretty bright outside, being summer, and what is it, just after 7:30 here in the UK. So it's a really fantastic summer's day. So I've got light coming into me from there, and I've also got another kind of studio light up there and another one up there as well. So I've got light coming from 3 different sources. However, if I wanted to light up my face and I was just using a phone, then of course you can get several cases which you can slip your phone in, and they actually have the lights all the way around. So it's a bit like, you know, a kind of makeup mirror or something like that, where you've got the lights all the way around. So a Lumi case, a case made by the company Lumi, L-U-M-E-E, is something which is what I've got. Advantages, disadvantages to those. Advantage is that the lights isn't just on and off. You can actually grade and fade the light, which is really useful. Unfortunately, it's only for that front-facing camera. It's not for the back camera. So if you're wanting to show something else, then you're out of luck to a certain extent because you don't have the light facing outwards, facing the other way. However, of course, you can get mini lights, LED lights, rechargeable, which you can then attach on some kind of rack or gimbal system, and then you can have a light pointing whichever way you want to. And I've got one of those, and I should be showing you one of those, courtesy of the company I work for, in the not too distant future.